Hello everyone, it's Spurs Radio 96 here, and welcome to the 18th episode of the FIFA 19 Valencia Career Mode. We begin today's episode with La Liga Santander action here at the Estadio Mestalla on a wet night, where we will be playing Levante, who are struggling in La Liga. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I advise you do so, where we had some good La Liga games critically at home against Real Madrid, and an away match against Deportivo La Coruña, and also the Champions League quarter-final first leg at home against Atletico Madrid. As you can see, they saw a table which said a mountain to climb for Levante, and certainly is. They have scored 23 goals, which is the worst offensive record in La Liga, compared to Valencia, who have just conceded 23 goals, which is the best defence in the league. So it's the best defence against the worst attack in La Liga. So ultimately, it could be a landslide of a victory for Levante. They are 19th in the table, struggling in the league, and they have a bit of a tall order to get out of the relegation zone, along with bottom club Malaga. Both of those clubs are struggling very, very much. And let's take a look at the lineups for Valencia and Levante. For Valencia, the secondary team, or Team 2, or the reserve team, comes into play for this critical match. We must win to keep our hopes up of retaining our own destiny of winning La Liga title. And of course, the reserve team have played a massive part, particularly at home as well. They won home games against Celta Vigo, Leganes, Malaga. Off to think of the top of my head, they won the derby against Villarreal. They beat Real Sociedad. So really, really important that the secondary team adds another victory to their collection. On to the first half highlights now. The second minute, Valencia off to an encouraging start, determined to put pressure on Levante. That's a good strike from Fantas Coquelin, and it's a good save from Levante's goalkeeper Oya. Let's take a look. Passes to Coquelin. Decided to have a go on his left foot. Good save from the keeper. 15th minute, Valencia putting more pressure. Mina's on the ball, and Mina's still going. Santi Mina scores again in La Liga, and Valencia have a critical lead on a rainy night at the Mestalla. Valencia 1, Levante 0. Santi Mina, who's been Valencia's talisman in the secondary team, scoring loads and loads of goals, has added another one to his collection. Twist and turned, took the strike. Keeper Oya, no chance of that one. And look at the relief, look at the joy of the fans and myself there. Valencia lead. Santi Mina's 13th league goal of the season means it's Valencia 1, Levante 0. On to the 38th minute. Valencia still going forward, aiming to put pressure. Mina has got the ball to Denis Gergiev, and that's a good strike and a good save for Moya. And the half-time is approaching fast in the added time, and Levante are on the attack here. And they've crossed it in, and it's in! Oh, what a shame, and Levante have scored right at the end of the first half, where literally seconds remaining, and that is a huge blow to Valencia's confidence of going into the second half. The tide has turned, and Levante have equalised, and maybe their hopes of surviving relegation are not over yet. That's a brilliant cross and a brilliant header. And look at Onana, he stood there, he didn't realise. He was just watching the ball, he couldn't make the save in time. And Levante have put another twist to this title race. They've equalised right at the end. How damaging could that be for Valencia? Junior Kakara, I think his name is, has scored, and Valencia and Levante will go into half-time level. There is the half-time whistle. Well, disappointed about the end of the first half. Levante have a very rare chance to have a go, and sadly they took it. But Valencia have been excellent in the first half. They've been just pipping Levante's defence, creating chances, but one goal from Mina is better than none. But it's 1-1 at half-time. Into the second half, Valencia are absolutely going for it. They're putting constant pressure on Levante, but finding their way through. Coquelin's got the ball, and it was Valencia are back in front on the 60th minute, and the fans go wild. Daniel West scores a screamer. And Valencia are critically back in front. Beautiful, beautiful strike from Daniel West. A thunderbolt on his right foot. Oya, no chance of that strike either. And Valencia have got the songs back in their voices. They're cheering again. And Valencia are critically back in front. Daniel West's 5th goal of La Liga. It's 2-1 to Valencia. 74th minute. Levante are coming forward again with another cross. And this time we do better with it. Cheryshev, and he's given it away to Campana. And that's it. Oh, it's in. Why, Kakana has scored again. He took a strike out of nowhere and it went in off both posts. And Levante have dealt another blow to Valencia's hopes. They've come back and they've scored again. What character from Levante, and it's 2-2. Let's have a look from the replay camera. He just took a strike on his left foot out the box. That is a world-class strike from Sakara, if that's how you say his name, I don't know. Look at that, goes off one post and then the other, and it's gone over the line. And the spirit that Levante have is clear to see. Junior Sakara, 2nd goal in La Liga, both scored on the night. Critical for Valencia's chances, but critical for their hopes of staying up. It's 2-2. 85th minute, 5 minutes to go. Valencia on the counter. They need to take momentum. The fans are urging them forward. Mina's passed it to Cheryshev, and Mina's in the box, and so is Batshuayi, but Mina takes a strike, and it's in off the post, and Valencia are back in front again. It's 3-2, and surely that will be the winner for a crucial 3 points. Mina had an option of passing to Michy Batshuayi, who was running in the box, but Mina took the strike on his left foot, and look, it goes in off the post, just as what happened to Sakara's 2nd goal for Levante. And Valencia are crucially back in front and on verge of another 3 points at the Mestalla. His 14th league goal of the season, 2 goals in this match, and that will surely do it. A massive cheer goes around the Mestalla. They know how crucial those 3 points can be. When we had the last game was a disaster, a defeat away at Deportivo La Coruña. We almost suffered a similar fate with Levante. Give credit to them. They put on a real show of determination and spirit, coming back and equalising with 2 goals from Sankara, but 2 goals from Santo Mina and a thunderbolt from Daniel West means Valencia win 3-2. A familiar scoreline we've had at the Mestalla, but a crucial 3 points for our La Liga title hopes. Let's go on to the 2nd game of the episode from that crazy La Liga game, as we will begin the 2nd leg of the Champions League quarter-final with our Spanish neighbours. Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano visits a stadium that will be hosting the final. Will Valencia or Atletico Madrid be heading back here for the final? Long way to go yet, long way to go yet, but the fans creating a fantastic atmosphere here at the Mestalla, the Wanda Metropolitano. There are advantages for Barcelona, Tottenham Hotspur and Schalke. So yeah, particularly Schalke and Tottenham Hotspur there. I thought Man City and Bayern Munich will be in control. Let's take a look at the lineups for Atletico Madrid and Valencia. Atletico Madrid going with the same lineup and same substitutes bench as they had in the first leg of the quarter-final. In the 4-4-2 formation, they're clearly going to go for it and try and get to the semi-finals. Valencia are going to do the same as well. But the first team will come into this match. Of course, the first leg, Valencia lead at the moment. They won the first leg 1-0 at the Mestalla, with Rodrigo scoring the only goal in the first leg in this Champions League quarter-final. But be aware that ALCACER And Rodrigo in hot form in the Champions League. ALCACER has scored goals at home and away against Juventus. A hat-trick against Young Boys, the only player to get a hat-trick for Valencia this season. And a goal in the away match at Liverpool. Rodrigo's got goals, of course, at home against Atletico Madrid, away at Liverpool, a goal away at Juventus, and away at Manchester United. On to the 9th minute, and we've made a mistake, and Atletico Madrid are going to punish us. Atletico Madrid have scored in 10 minutes played. A massive defensive mistake there for Valencia, and Diego Costa has taken advantage of it, and Atletico Madrid are level on aggregate. We've gave the ball away. Nito's fault. We passed it to, I think it was for Muriel or someone, and sloppy pass there, and we gave it straight away to Atletico Madrid, who pounced, and Diego Costa took full advantage of it with a sublime finish. And Diego Costa has put Atletico Madrid level in this Champions League quarter-final. In the second leg, it's Atletico Madrid 1, Valencia 0, but it's 1-1 on aggregate. 40th minute, and Atletico Madrid's turn to give the ball away, and Valencia pouncing on it. ALCACER twisting and turning, takes a strike, it's off the post. Well, that was a chance for him to get another goal in the Champions League. 42nd minute, Valencia still trying to go for it. ALCACER's got the ball again from a throw-in. Diego Costa's made a mistake, and that's a great save from Oblak. I think that was Guedes with the strike, and Oblak, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, saved it. It was Guedes. Quick thinking of Guedes to quickly take a strike. Oblak was there to save it. And there goes the half-time whistle. Atletico Madrid are leading in the second half, in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final, with a goal from Diego Costa, largely from a massive defensive error from Valencia. We're in the game and we've had chances, but we haven't quite taken it, with ALCACER hitting the post and Guedes' strike being saved from Oblak. It's 1-1 on aggregate, 74th minute. Not much to choose. It's turned into a bit of a cagey contest in the second half, but Valencia have the ball and could go on the attack. ALCACER does a great pass to Rodrigo, who's onside, and this is a chance for Valencia, and he's done it. Rodrigo has scored another goal in this Champions League quarter-final. He scored both goals for Valencia in this quarter-final, and critically, Valencia are level at the Wanda Metropolitano, but they're level, but they are in front on aggregate. And that means, as it stands, Valencia are going through to the Champions League semi-finals. Incredible. ALCACER passed it to Rodrigo as Valencia decided to pounce on the counter. And Rodrigo timed the strike to perfection. And look at it, just a simple finish in the end. Just roll into the net. And look at the scenes of celebration from me there. And Rodrigo, 2 goals in this quarter-final. And Valencia are level, but are in front on aggregate. And there goes the final whistle. Valencia have knocked out the hosts, who will be hosting the Champions League final. Atletico Madrid fall at the quarter-final stage, and Diego Simeone will be very disappointed. Valencia managed to weather the storm of Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, but it was Rodrigo who's put Valencia through to the semi-final with a goal in the first leg. And a crucial goal in the second leg after it all seemed going wrong when we made a horrible defensive error from Diego Costa. Full time at the Wanda Metropolitano, 1-1 here, but Valencia win against Atletico Madrid, 2-1 on aggregate. On to the final La Liga game of the episode. The final game of the episode. And we begin it with La Liga Santander action. Away against Real Betis. They are fighting for Europa League places, trying to catch Getafe, who have got a bit of a gap, I think, to the 6th or 7th place teams in the league. As you can see there, Valencia have 71 points, a 5-point lead over Atletico Madrid, and have a game in hand as well, which they can make great use of. Getafe are 5th, and Real Betis are 6th, so Real Betis trying to get that top 5 spot. And Getafe, at one stage, they weren't far away from catching Real Madrid, which is of course, they're in the final Champions League spot. For Real Betis, let's look at their lineup. They're in a 5-4-1 formation. Lopez is in goal. And he Carvalho is in the midfield with Pedro Leon, and there's another Leon, the number 7. He's a sole attacker for Real Betis. For this match, the first team, even though they may be exhausted after that Champions League match against Atletico Madrid, we have to play against them. Real Betis are a top side. They are. I mean, they recently had their stadium redeveloped. They have built an entire new stand from scratch, I think, which has a very big capacity. I think it's nearly, 49,000, 69,000, I don't know, but either way, it's a fairly big stadium. So, yeah, it's going to be an intimidating atmosphere to play here at Real Betis. So let's go on to the first half highlights, the 22nd minute, and Real Betis off to an encouraging start. And we've got the ball. Oh, there's a bit of confusion here. We haven't picked it up. And now it's Sergio Leon with a chance, and Nito had to save that. The defence is still suffering from the aftermath of that Champions League quarter-final second leg at the start, which led Diego Costa to score. Miscommunication there from Muriel, and Nito almost paid dividends. Real Betis have the corner. Crosses it in, and Pedro Leon with a header, and Nito saves again. And Real Betis starting to get a foothold in the first half of this La Liga match. It'll be the first time in a fair bit, actually, that Valencia will have back-to-back wins in La Liga. Corner for Valencia on the 41st minute. Nothing comes of it. Gaya's got the ball, the left back, still going, takes the strike! Oh my goodness me! The left back, Gaya, has scored, and Valencia are in front with 3 minutes of the first half to go, and Valencia's chances of winning La Liga Santander are increasing by the minute. What a strike that is from Gaya. Wasn't expecting that. Just ran in the box, took a strike on his weak foot, on his right foot, sorry. No chance there for Lopez, the goalkeeper. And of all the players you would have thought to score, Gaya, the left back, has put Valencia in front at Real Betis. His first goal of the season. Take a bow, sir. What a goal. It's Real Betis 0, Valencia 1. And there goes the half-time whistle. Valencia edge in front thanks to a screamer from Gaya, the left back. His first goal of the season. Other than that, it's been a very close contest. Both teams have chances. Most notably from the likes of Pedro Leon from Real Betis' point of view, with a header and a strike in the early minutes of the first half. Half-time, it's Real Betis 0, Valencia 1. 67th minute, Valencia starting to take control of this game, and on the counter with ALCACER. Through ball to Rodrigo, waiting for support, and ALCACER's onside here, and he's going to take the strike, and it's 2-0 to Valencia. Paco ALCACER has scored again in La Liga, his first La Liga goal since the 3-0 win which was against Espanyol at home. Long time. Valencia, he's ended his goal-scoring drought in La Liga. He took the strike. Lopez did get a touch to it, but it ends up in the net, and Paco ALCACER will be absolutely delighted for that. His 11th goal in La Liga Santander, and Valencia now surely firmly on the verge of getting 3 points here at Real Betis. It's 2-0. 81st minute. We have a corner kick. And it's in! It's gone in on the 82nd minute. And I think it's Muriel, the defender, who's in to replace the injured Gabriel, has scored. And it's 3-0 to Valencia. What an impressive away performance. Good cross from Pereiro. And a great header that is from... Is it Muriel? I think it is. It is Muriel. What a header that is. No one saw that one coming. He rose the highest of all. And what a brilliant header that is. Manages to go, dips very late on as it approaches the bar, and it's 3-0 to Valencia. Was not expecting this. Real Betis 0, Valencia 3. 87th minute. Real Betis trying to have a chance here. It's Sergio Leon. Good save from Nito, trying to preserve the clean sheet. It will be Valencia's first away clean sheet in a fair while. The last time we had an away clean sheet was a 0-0 draw away at Leganés. Since then we lost away to Sevilla at Deportivo La Coruña. But Real Betis will be very disappointed with their performance in the second half. Valencia took the fight to them in the second half, and Real Betis couldn't do anything about it, with a goal from Paco ALCACER and a bulletproof header from Jose Murillo means that Valencia are going to come away with a 3-0 win at Real Betis and move one step closer towards the title. Full time here, it's Real Betis 0, Valencia 3. What a performance. Let's take a look at the La Liga Santander table then. Valencia, now they've played the equal amount of games as their rivals. They are top with 74 points, 23 wins, most in La Liga. 5 draws, 5 defeats, 61 goals scored, that's the best goal scoring record in the league. 25 goals conceded, the best defence in the league. Atletico Madrid, they have 67 points, 19 wins, 10 draws, 4 defeats, least defeats of anyone in the league. 59 goals scored, 26 conceded. Barcelona are third with 66 points, a point behind Atletico Madrid. They have 66 points, as I said. 19 wins, 9 draws, 5 defeats, 59 goals scored, 29 conceded. Real Madrid are still fourth with 61 points, 19 wins, 4 draws, 10 defeats. 10 defeats, wow. Same as Getafe, that's amazing. 50 goals scored, 27 goals conceded, and they're only 5 odd points, 6 points ahead of Getafe, so their hopes of securing Champions League qualification is not certain. Getafe is 5th with 55 points, 16 wins, 7 draws, 10 defeats, 44 goals scored, 35 conceded. They have a comfortable lead over now 6th place Sevilla, who are now we've got 49 points, 15 wins, 4 draws, 14 defeats, 37 goals scored, 43 conceded. Villarreal are 7th with 47 points. They jump Real Betis, who dropped down to 8th after that hammering against Valencia. 9th was Espanyol, I think, and 10th was Girona, I think. I couldn't tell. 11th is Athletic Bilbao with 42 points. Las Palmas is 12th with 40 points, and they're pretty much safe for the time for next season. SD Eibar is 13th, also with 40 points. Real Sociedad 14th with 39 points, edging closer towards safety. Deportivo La Coruña 15th with 38 points. They should be near enough safe, hopefully. Either way. Leganes is 16th with 36 points, only 2 points ahead of 17th place Alaves, who've got 34 points. Celta Vigo still in 18th place. They've been there most of the season with 30 points, 6 wins, 12 draws, 15 defeats, 36 goals scored, 51 conceded. Levante have got 23 points. Malaga are still stuck at the bottom with 18 points, 4 wins, 6 draws, 23 defeats, 25 goals scored, 62 conceded. It's looking increasingly likely that Levante and Malaga are going to go down into the second division of Spanish football. Let's take a look at the rest of the quarterfinals in the Champions League. Bayern Munich did not advance to the semi-finals. Schalke beat them 2-1 on aggregate. Impressive. Tottenham Hotspur demolished Manchester City 5-2 on aggregate. Wow, that's incredible. And Barcelona narrowly go through to the quarterfinals with an aggregate score of 4-3 over French side AS Monaco. So wow, big surprise. Didn't expect Schalke and Tottenham Hotspur to go through to the semi-finals. So it's made our lives a bit easier in the semi-finals, but we'll have to wait and see who we get in the semi-finals. And let's take a look at the semi-finals, and another all-Spanish contest will take place as Barcelona host Valencia. The 5-time winners of Europe, Barcelona will play Valencia, and Schalke will play Tottenham Hotspur. Let's take a look at the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Besiktas are out of the Europa League after losing 3-2 on aggregate to Real Betis. Bordeaux are out of the Europa League as well. So Southampton, incredibly, go through to the semi-finals. Wow, that's something. Standard Liège's incredible run to the quarterfinals ends on penalties, as they drew Borussia Dortmund 3-3 in aggregate but lost 5-4 on penalties. So wow, Standard Liège really giving a good account of themselves in this season's Europa League. And AC Milan lost the battle of the Milan clubs in the Europa League, losing 3-1 in aggregate to their bitter rivals, Inter Milan. For semi-finals then, we've got Inter Milan versus Real Betis and Southampton versus Borussia Dortmund. So interesting ties there in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Let's go on to the preview of the next episode, where we face Atletico Madrid once again. I think it's like we've played them maybe 5-6 times this season. It's quite incredible how many times we played them. We'll be playing them in a very critical match, probably the most critical of the season in La Liga terms. We'll be away at the Wanda Metropolitano, playing away against Atletico Madrid. Whoever wins that, could decide the fate of the title. Then we continue with La Liga Santander action with a home match against SD Eibar, and then we begin the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals against Barcelona at the Nou Camp. So yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for the series, and we'll see you next time. Take care.